Good morning, wonderful human beings, and welcome back to another video. Today I thought I would do a self-care Sunday style vlog and just show you some of the things that I like to do to keep on top of my self-care. I work every single day, including weekends, but I do try and use half of my Sunday as sort of a self-care reset day, or a day where I kind of slow things down a little bit and take care of like doctor's appointments and acupuncture sessions and stuff that I kind of push to the side during the week. And I can't be the only one. I feel like a lot of us are guilty of doing this, but whenever I get really busy, self-care goes to the bottom of my list. So over the years, I've become a little bit more mindful about prioritizing self-care, because when you're not at 100%, none of the work you produce or the energy that you can give to others will be 100% either. So that will be today's video. I'm also actually meeting up with a couple of friends that are in town this week. I have an acupuncture session today, so I'm kind of like running around the city a little bit today. So I'm gonna pack my lunch before I do that, just so that I make sure I have something on hand. Sometimes when I'm really busy, I forget to eat a full meal, or I end up eating like little snacks instead of a real meal, which I feel like is never a good idea, because you end up hangry and you feel kind of full, but at the same time not fully satiated. So I'm gonna bring a quinoa sushi burrito with me today. I'm gonna pack that and then we're gonna head out for the day. So I was inspired by this photo, I'm gonna put it up on the screen here, to make a sushi burrito. I remembered that I had this sushi quinoa in my cabinet, and I've had it for a really long time, since like Expo West last year. Almost 2 years ago. So I thought I would play around with this because it's kind of fun. It's really just quinoa with some sunflower oil and some added gums and starches. So I don't know if you really need to buy this specific sushi quinoa, but let's give it a try. Alright, here it is. I think it looks pretty good. This one turned out the best. This single one. But yeah, not bad, right? We are home from acupuncture. I'm feeling really drained right now, and my first instinct was to make a matcha, but I'm actually not having a matcha today. I know that's really crazy and weird, but that's also why earlier I got a hojicha when I was at Matchaful instead of real matcha, because it's decaf, and I just feel like on days where I'm kind of high stress and trying to chill out, I can't do caffeine. I'm very easily affected, which is also why I don't drink coffee. So I'm gonna make one of my favorite grounding lattes. It's a golden cacao latte, or as I like to call it, turmeric latte for people who hate turmeric. And it's actually really good for you because it's very anti-inflammatory, very soothing, healing for the body, packed with superfoods, and it tastes like hot chocolate. So I'm gonna show you guys how to make it. I have 2 superfood products that I'm gonna use to kind of give it an extra boost, but I will leave the recipe in the description box below if you wanna try it out. Yeah, let's make some. Oh no. I make this latte quite a lot, especially when I'm having sort of an off day or I need something to really ground me. It's got turmeric in it, which I know is so good for you, but I am not a fan of the flavor. I don't know about you guys, but on its own, I'm really not a huge fan, which is kind of what led me to come up with this recipe for a for a golden cacao latte instead. So it still has a turmeric in it, it still has all the healing properties, but it's got more of a cacao or chocolate flavor. Yeah, to me it just tastes like hot chocolate, and it's like a really, really nice cozy drink for the afternoon. You can drink it whenever you want. You could drink it before bed if you want to as well, because there isn't really any caffeine unless you're sensitive to like cacao, which I feel like I have no issues with usually. And I want to show you the products that I use to make it, because I got 2 new products from Your Super, who I've started partnering with for a while, and I just subbed out their products for my usual ingredients because they're packed with extra superfoods. Let me grab them and show you. Okay, these are the 2 products that I used today. I used Chocolate Lover and Mellow Yellow. These are 2 superfood blends from Your Super. And really funny story about this brand actually. When I lived in Amsterdam for a little bit, or I should say when I graduated, I had these like 9 months in between school ending and my first job because I graduated early. So I stayed in Europe for like, I want to say at least a month, and I was living with Mo at the time. If you watch some of my old vlogs, you'll be able to find it. During that time, I was actually using the Super Greens powder from Your Super, and that was like probably 3 or 4 years ago now. So it feels very full circle to be partnering with them today, and they're actually sponsoring today's video with this delicious golden latte. What I love about their products is that everything is just a very simple ingredient list. It's 4 to 5 ingredients for the most part, and they're all recognizable ingredients. So for example, in the Chocolate Lover, it's just cacao, carob, which is similar to cacao, coconut, chia seeds, and lucuma, which is an adaptogen. Maybe lucuma is a little bit obscure, but basically what I mean is that the ingredient list is very short, and it's packed with superfoods, but not too many. And this is just really nice because whenever you're using cacao powder, you can just sub this out for it and get a little bit of an extra boost with it. So that's exactly what I did with today's recipe. And then their Mellow Yellow blend, whoa. Mellow Yellow blend is their newest superfood mix, which has turmeric, ashwagandha, ginger, cinnamon, lucuma, and pepper. So since most of these ingredients were already ingredients in my golden cacao latte, I thought I would just blend the 2 together, and it's actually so delicious. The only thing is you do need to sweeten it. I recommend doing so if you're having a turmeric latte, because if you're anything like me, I'm not a huge fan of the bitterness of it on its own. So I like to add 2 dates to the mix. You could add maple syrup if you like, but that's a really nice thing about their products too. There's no sweeteners added, so it's like if you aren't the type of person who likes sweeteners, I highly recommend you try out this latte though. This is one of my most popular recipes on the blog for sure, especially for the cozy season. And yeah, I'm just gonna have a little bit more of this, and then I will check back with you guys in a little bit. We are home at last. I'm gonna have a little dinner, which is just leftovers, and honestly that is a little bit of self-care for me too, is just not cooking and making things easy. For me, someone who basically cooks every single day, eating out or ordering in or just having leftovers is such a nice treat. I know that sounds really weird. We're gonna have some asparagus zucchini soup reheated on the stove, and that's pretty much gonna be it. I did want to show you a snack though that I've been kind of munching on throughout the day because I tried it for the first time today and I really like it. It's a snack called burritos, and I don't think it's even actually a nut, but it kind of tastes like a nut. It sort of tastes like a peanut slash almond. Let's see. I feel like they kind of look like bugs personally. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know. Let me know if you guys have ever had them. I think what's really cool about them is that they're very high in protein. I think the most high in protein out of all the other nuts out there, and also lower in fat, which is not a huge deal, but I guess it is cool because usually nuts are a great source of healthy fats, and this is kind of like more protein heavy versus being more fat heavy. So I don't know. Very crunchy, but I really like them. I'm just the type of person to snack while cooking and waiting for the food to be done. Let me show you the soup. It's not gonna look beautiful, but I'm gonna put a photo on the screen of the final product because that's just the reality of being a food blogger, is that your photos will always look way better than what you end up eating because you eat it cold, you eat it the next day, you save the pretty one for the photos. That's just how it goes.